Welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be a little different. It's not a car related video, it's a video equipment related video. I have a variety of action cameras such as this Osmo Pocket, my Insta360 1R camera, and also my GoPros. I have GoPro Hero 7 Blacks, and the screens on them, the Hero 7 Black hasn't been too bad of an issue to use with my fingers. The actions taken on the screen are usually acknowledged, but I've been having problems with these smaller action camera screens where if I try to scroll, here, see if I can get to where I can bring up that screen, and then if I try to press on that, it will bring that up. But if I try to scroll around here, sometimes it doesn't do what I want it to do or go in the direction I want it to go. And sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. And I've had that same problem on this Insta360 1R. You can see I've got one of the configuration screens up there as well, if I get on the right side of the camera here. And it doesn't always respond to my fingers. I've had times where I pick a selection and it doesn't do anything. So the solution to this particular issue was so simple. I don't know why I didn't do something like this before. I ended up getting a stylus pen that's able to use on these type of screens. And this has solved the problem virtually 99% of the time. It works exactly the way I want it to. And you can use it for other things that use the type of capacitive touch screens technology that are in those same screens. So on your phones or iPads and such, that should work as well. But let me go over and show you what I'm having the problem with. I'll try to demonstrate the problem and show you how this solves it. And I'll have down in the description section, I'll have some links to, or a link to this particular product on Amazon. It's an affiliate link, so if you purchase it, you will be supporting the channel. I will make a commission, but it's no extra cost to you. So let's go over to my other area in my office here and show you the problem and show you the solution. Let's go from the least problematic camera to the most problematic camera as far as the screen and use my finger on the screen. And the first one up here is the DJI Osmo Pocket. And my finger size compared to the screen size is very similar overall, but actually this is the least problematic overall for the screen use with my finger. I can, invoke the various screens and scroll from side to side pretty easily, although when I have the thumb wheel attachment on here, it can get a little difficult to get to the bottom. It's like it doesn't always take there. So when I use the stylus tip from the pen, it's much smaller overall surface area, and if I go directly onto the screen, I can usually bring up the various functions here, get down on the bottom. If I go to the video settings, I can scroll through the settings quite easily and go to the various other options here. So I really don't have any problems overall, but it does improve the overall experience with the stylus tip on the DJI Osmo Pocket. Next we have the GoPro Hero 7 Black. The screen itself is not that problematic compared to my finger size because it is a larger screen. I have 3 of these cameras and I can usually use them pretty well. I do have to put them in cases such as this one from Ulanzi where I have the external microphone adapter on the bottom, and that recess of the screen from the outside of the case can be somewhat of an issue. They do have a cutout in this upper left hand corner for some of the menu options where you have to press to exit out, but it still can be somewhat of an issue. So I can usually swipe down, go into preferences, let's say general, but if I want to exit out, if I just touch, it doesn't always pick it up. If I touch and press for a long period of time, usually it'll pick it up, but not always. So if I bring in the stylus and go into preferences, general, and then press, it usually is quite responsive and picks it up quite easily. And then if I go into the various settings here in ProTune, I can go and turn that on and off, or stabilization, and I can scroll through the menu options here pretty easily. So if I want to change settings on the camera, usually using the stylus is a little bit easier, but my finger does work fairly well except for that upper left hand corner. And but I've found that using the stylus pen does help with the GoPro Hero 7 Black. Now we're up to the camera that has the most problematic touchscreen, even though it's got a slightly larger size than the DJI Osmo Pocket and a little bit smaller one than the GoPro Hero 7 Black. This is the Insta360 1R. And the screen size versus fingertip size, it's a better ratio than the DJI Osmo Pocket, but it's got some quirky menus, and I think there's some firmware issues still going on, even though this is on the latest firmware as of mid-October 2020. I can usually get the screen to come up, and scrolling sometimes is problematic, random. Sometimes I'll be swiping right to get the left options, and I'll actually have it go right like that, which is problematic as well. And the Stylus usually has better time of picking the options that are at the edge of the screen or scrolling. So if we go back to 1080p and we scroll, let's say I want to do 30 frames per second, that usually works, and then the check mark up in the corner there, and that successfully changed the resolution. There's other menus on this that are problematic as well, including the video versus photo, and usually even the finger presses sometimes don't even work. It takes a while for that screen to initialize for some reason. I'm not quite sure why, but the Stylus, usually once the menu is responsive, is usually better able to pick the options, although the fingertip does tend to work in that particular screen. And then you have your other options here. But the Stylus usage with the Insta360 ONE R is certainly better than just using the fingertip, or at least my fingertip is not well suited for this particular screen. Here's the Meko high sensitivity stylus kit that I purchased. It has 2 pens in it, and I've been using one of them in the video so far. I purchased this with my own money, and I was not sponsored by the company to produce this video. I just happened to order the product and ended up liking the product. Included, you get a cleaning cloth. You have a customer service card and a thank you card on the other side, and then a product structure, and it shows you how to replace the items on the Stylus as far as the clear disc end with the tip that has to be removed, and then the fiber tip end. And in here you get the second pen. You get 4 clear discs for replacements, and you get 2 fiber tips for replacement. And if I'm traveling, I might actually take this other cap off here to put on the one I'm taking with me. That way I can protect both ends. There's no worry about any damage in my backpack while I'm traveling with it. If I'm just going out to the garage, I'll just leave it as that and put this back on the other one as my spare. And then there is a one stylus pen kit. It's very much the same as this one, and we actually have an example of that here. I had this delivered as well. Same items included in the product box as we were shown before. And then we have the stylus pen here. And then you get 2 clear discs and 1 fiber tip replacement. Well, hopefully this fairly inexpensive solution is a solution for you as well. Started off a couple years ago on my channel with these action cameras, my GoPro Hero 6 Blacks and then the Hero 7s. And I had a small issue as I demonstrated in this video, but as I obtained the Osmo Pocket, it had some quirks there, especially after I got the Insta360 ONE R cameras. Actually, I'd have 2 of them now. I purchased the aerial edition, which I have a review of that on my channel as well. Wasn't exactly pleased with that particular solution, but the 360 used on the ground and the 4K mod, I purchased this second core module. So I actually have 2 Insta360 ONE R cameras, and they both do the same thing. So this stylus pen is very helpful to solve the use of those particular cameras. And if you want to check that out, make sure you look in the description section for a link to that on Amazon. It's an affiliate link, and I will make a commission on that purchase if you make that purchase, or anything else on Amazon within 24 hours after clicking on that link. I do have an Amazon store page. I'm an Amazon influencer where I also have this product. I have automotive and camera related products, so check those out as well. If you like the content in this video, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, it's free. And make sure you hit that bell notification to be notified when I upload new videos like this, my car show videos or car repair videos. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.